Hello, and thanks for joining us. We are going to talk about our compensation plan for Team Beachbody with the hopes of trying to build a sustainable income and lifestyle. This is part one of a three-part series. Part one, we're going to do a general overview of what the compensation plan looks like and then dive into commissions and team cycle bonuses. As you go further along within your journey of being a coach and you want to learn more about the compensation plan, please make sure to check out parts 2 and 3, which go into more details about other aspects of the compensation plan. Before we get started, I do need to make a disclaimer. Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income. Basically, you earn what you hustle. You earn what you work for. So our disclaimer here, let's get into what this looks like though. So with Team Beachbody, all money that comes into Team Beachbody through products that are purchased, it goes into a pile, and 50% of it, of all dollars, are given back to coaches. And it's done in the form of commissions and then different types of bonuses. One's a team cycle bonus. We're going to go over that in this video. And then also matching bonuses and quarterly bonuses, which you'll find out in part 3 of this series. So how in general do multi-level marketing businesses work? Well, there's 2 different types of commissions or paychecks that you can be receiving, or ways that you can be receiving compensation. First, you have front-end compensation, or the front-end commissions. These are things that you receive money for right away from making sales. So these are transactional because they are based on sales. They're quick. This is not for long-term wealth building. It's more of just a transitional time period. And how this comes into play is looking at our commissions and our fast start bonuses. So with commissions, any product you sell, you get 25% of the money that is made off of that product back into your bank account in your paycheck. So 25% of Shakeology, 25% of the cost of Energize, 25% of the cost of Recover, anything that you are selling, programs included. Now, when you are successfully doing this over and over again and selling challenge packs over and over again, they also reward you with a fast start bonus between $40 to $50. And so that's for you looking that you are having consistent sales of challenge packs in a brief period of time. Now we also have the back ends of our compensation plan. This one is based off of relationships and building trust with other coaches and your clients. This one compounds over time and is really what is seen to be successful for long-term wealth building. We consider it kind of like a residual volume or a residual paycheck that you're earning, and this is really where wealth can start to come into play. And it's based off of a lot of our bonuses, the team cycle bonuses, the matching bonus. We also have quarterly star diamond bonuses if you are at a rank of 2, 5, 10, or 15 star diamonds. And then also Beachbody rewards you if you are building a business well and maintaining your relationships with your coaches and your clients long term, that after you achieve the rank of 2-star diamond, you can actually open another franchise of your company and it's called a business center. You will have a second business center starting at 2-star diamond. So a lot of people ask, I've heard that Team Beachbody has an excellent compensation plan. What does that mean? Well, we do. And I want to talk about just for a moment what makes Team Beachbody a little bit different than other multi-level marketing businesses. Most companies focus their payments towards their distributors in the front end of the commissions, the front end of the compensation plan. So it's all off of the commissions and some bonuses that will happen as people start to sell the products. We do have those as forms of payment, but that's not where Beachbody's focus is. Instead, Beachbody is more heavily weighted towards the back end of the compensation plan. So it's built off of the relationships that we build, the trust that is built between them, but it allows us to be able to build long-term wealth and have no limit to the amount of money that we can earn. If we're looking just at commissions and fast start bonuses, what happens in those other companies is they top out, and you hit a ceiling in which you can't earn more money because you're all based off of the commissions and you can only sell so many things. On the backside, though, if we're looking at it with Team Beachbody, there's no limit to what you can earn in Team Beachbody. There's never been a ceiling that has ever been reached, and there's no ceiling in sight whatsoever. So then you might ask yourself, well, why does Beachbody do that? Well, that's a great question. Why does Beachbody focus on the back end of the compensation plan? Because of the mission of the company. The mission of the company is to help people achieve their goals and enjoy a healthy, fulfilling lifestyle. It's not sell products and make money. That's not what the mission of the company is. The company is about achieving goals. It takes relationships, it takes focus, it takes trust to do all of those things. And so Beachbody rewards those relationships that are built by rewarding the back end of the compensation plan more heavily. Okay, so let's first, before we can get going, let's take a look at rank, okay? When you look at rank, there's different ranks, and you may already know this, but I'm going to go over it really quickly for anybody who doesn't. So a coach is simply when you sign up to be a coach, okay? You sign up underneath your sponsor coach, and you're a coach. The difference between a coach and an active coach is somebody who has been either purchasing their own product or selling product to somebody else, like a customer. If that product is the equivalent of 50 personal volume points, that's what PV stands for, is personal volume. If that is the case, then, and which it usually equates to how much money the product is for personal volume. So for instance, when you look at Shakeology tends to have $90 of personal volume, which is the amount that is like a coach pays after a 25% off for the coach's discount, or it's after the 25% off after a commission that you would receive. So when you look at it, we've got an active coach because they have purchased at least $50 worth of product, or at least $50 worth of personal volume points. So that's an active coach. Now, the next rank up is if this coach here decides to add coaches to their business and start growing a team. Whenever you do that, you have two different sides of a business, right? So we're just going to have a side over here and a side over here. Now, if a coach right here has an active coach on one side of their business and an active coach on the other side of the business, they are considered a rank of emerald. Emerald is a key step in becoming of building a team, because it is your first step in doing it, and it's what changes you from being able to only earn commissions when you are a coach versus now that you're building a team and you're an emerald coach, you actually can start earning team cycle bonuses, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So if you start adding more coaches that you have, and let's say these two active coaches that you have right here also start adding coaches to their own business. So here's active coaches on each side. So now this active coach became an emerald over here because they added their own two coaches, one to each side of their business, as well as this coach over here did. So we have an emerald here, and we may have other coaches that we've also added to the business, and they might be emeralds or they might just be active coaches. This receives a rank of ruby. That's what the title is. If you grow to the point where you have an emerald on each side of your business and at least 3 additional coaches on each side of your business who are all active, you then reach the rank of diamond. The next step up from here would be if all of a sudden these emeralds became diamonds because they had emeralds here and had other coaches on each side. If this coach was a diamond, this coach would become a star diamond. So the star diamonds are for how many coaches do you have that you are personally sponsoring that are at the rank of diamond. And they do have to be even on each side. So in order to be a 2-star diamond, you would have to have a diamond on one side of your business and a diamond on the other side, not both on the same side. All right, so now we can kind of understand rank just a little bit. It's by adding different coaches and by building the teams. So now let's talk a moment about team volume. All Beachbody fitness programs, all the consumables, beach bars, challenge packs, Shakeology, Recover, Energize, every one of these products has a volume of team volume that is associated with it, in addition to the personal volume. Team volume sometimes matches what the personal volume is that you receive credit for, and sometimes it doesn't, and it just depends on the product. So as coaches and customers and clients and everybody start purchasing products each week, all of the different products will get added up as far as their amount of team volume to be a total on each side of the business. So both on the right side of the business and on the left side of a business, this all starts to accumulate on separate sides. Here's just a couple of examples of team volume points that we have. Up in the top, we have our challenge packs. The team volume from those can range anywhere from about 45 TV to 138, just depending on what the setup is. Is it a performance pack or is it Shakeology? Is it both of them? It just totally depends on that. And you can actually look up in your back office and look at the FAQs, and they will give you what the team volume is for all the different packages. For Shakeology, it's a 90 team volume points. And for instance, Energize, which is also another very popular product that we have, you get 30 team volume points. So let's take a look at this coach. I'm going to just pick Ruby for a moment. Ruby coach here, it's Ruby in red, and we know that this is a Ruby because they have an emerald on each side. These emerald coaches have their own coaches that have signed up. So this emerald has a coach here and a coach here. And then we've got some other coaches that are lined up on the different sides of the business for this particular Ruby. And then all the purple dots that you're seeing, the smaller purple dots that you're seeing, are customers. So they're customers of the emerald coaches, they're customers of the emerald coaches, right? So we've got a customer of a coach of the emerald coach, right? And you would also, perhaps have your own customers that are lining up here. So this is just a picture of the business where we've got an emerald coach and an active coach on one side. This emerald coach has 2 coaches, and then there's customers associated with it. And this Ruby right here on the other side of their business, has an emerald coach that has several different customers and has 2 active coaches underneath this emerald coach. And then there's 2 more active coaches on this side. And this active coach happens to have another active coach, right? And who may have customers and everything as they're building up. All right, so this is a picture of a business. So let's say in the course of a week or a month or whatever is happening, everybody's making purchases, right? Everybody's making purchases to buy the products, to support what they're doing in their challenge groups. And all of this is equating to team volume points, right? So just taking a look over at this side, we've got a challenge pack here, a challenge pack here. This customer bought a Shakeology, as well as this customer bought a Shakeology. This coach over here sold some Shakeology to a customer as well. And then let's say, oh, look, Shakeology is also being ordered by the Emerald coach themselves, right? For their own product, right? This coach over here, they happen to purchase both Shakeology and Energize, right? So we're adding up all of the team volume points that are associated with all of these different products for everybody that's on both sides of the business. And we're going to total it independently for each side of the business. So let's just use this example of all these different things that are being purchased. And we're going to say on one side of the business, the team volume equals 600 team volume points. On this side of the business, when we add up everything, you can see there's more product that's being purchased right here. And the team volume ends up being totaling out to 1,200 team volume points. So on one side of the business, we've earned 600 team volume points. And on the other side, we've earned 1,200 team volume points. So now we're going to talk about our team cycle bonuses. So again, this was our organization. We've taken out the pictures of the products just to make it a little bit more clear. But here we have a team volume, as we saw on the last page, 600 on one side and 1,200 on the other. Now, what Beachbody does is it likes to reward people who are doing well in the business and building teams. It's kind of like profit sharing, right? So we get commissions and then we also get some profit sharing. And what happens is that people who are doing well and are building teams and are building businesses are getting rewarded for that. And the way they calculate it out is they say, for on one side of the business, whatever side it is, if there is 200 team volume points and on the other side, there's 100 team volume points, we are going to cycle that person. That cycle then takes the amount of team volume points away from what the total was and comes up with a new total. So we went from 600. This was our side of 100 because it was a smaller amount of volume, and it became 500. This 1,200 team volume points was the larger volume, so it took the 200 off of this side and it became 1,000 points. Now that was one cycle, right? We've got one cycle here. If it still has available to it in the team volume points, the equivalent of 200 on one side and 100 on the other, it will do it again and we cycle for a second time. You can see in this example, we can cycle out a third time, a fourth time, and we'll go all the way until we hit 6 team cycles. So this person, this Ruby coach, will have cycled 6 times with the team volume of 600 on one side and 1,200 on the other. Now for each cycle that occurs, Beachbody pays out an amount of money. For an Emerald coach, it pays out $14. For a Ruby coach, each cycle is $16. And for a Diamond coach, each cycle is $18. So as you build in your rank of the business, which means you're building as a leader in the business, you get rewarded more heavily or more money per cycle that you're doing. So in this example we're looking at Ruby, right? So 6 team cycles, and it's $16 per cycle for Ruby equals $96. So for this particular person, for this particular week, we had 600 team volume on one side, 1,200 team volume on the other side. It cycled 6 times, and they got paid out $16 per cycle for an extra $96, which is on top of any commissions that they made that week, right? So the 25% commissions that they have from whatever they sold directly, it's all in addition to that commission, the team cycle bonus is, because it's a bonus. Okay, so you might be asking yourself, like, well, how far can we go up this ladder of getting these team cycle bonuses? There are limits as far as your rank will dictate how much you can earn in team cycle bonuses. So as you can first start to see, a coach does not earn any team cycle bonuses. That's, remember, where we're only earning commissions is when you're at the level of the coach. At an Emerald level, it's the first start of building a team by adding a person to each side of your business, and they're active coaches and you're working with them, whether they're a coach of self or whether they're actually building their own teams as well. that's when the team cycle bonuses start to occur. And you can earn up to $250 per week of team cycle bonuses. If you multiply that out by 12 to get the yearly, you would then be at $13,000. So just as an emerald in team cycle bonuses, you can reach $13,000 for the year if you are maximizing on all of your team volume. In this example here, we were looking at a ruby, right? And we earned $96 as that ruby. I actually have the potential to go up to $1,000 per week or $52,000 for a year. Now this is exactly where you start to see a break, right? And just remember, this does not include commissions. These are all team cycle bonuses that we're having. But right at this level between ruby and diamond is where there's a division of a six-figure income. So if you are interested in long-term wealth of this business and you want to get to a six-figure business, you have to be at least a rank of diamond or above in order to be able to maximize your team cycle bonuses to get to $100,000 just for the team cycle bonuses. Remember, it does not include commissions. As you move up in rank, this maximum goes up and continues to go up and continues to go up. And then you can actually, remember, start building additional business centers or additional franchises when you hit 2-star or above, and you can start earning team cycles based on each business center, which is what this abbreviation up here is. So the capacity to earn money with team cycle bonuses is great. It is a large amount of money that we're talking about. This is where the wealth is coming from. Commissions are great, but this is where wealth is built, and it's built because it's Beachbody is rewarding people for being good leaders on their teams and helping people to find solutions to their lives. All right, so if you have questions, I want you to reach out either to me or to your coach. We'll take a look at this, but that is the general overview of how commissions work and then getting into the team cycle bonuses.